Hey everyone, this is Ruth L. Snyder joining you from Get Clients, Build Community. Today I want to talk to you about 5 steps to starting a writing group. Get Clients, Build Community is on a mission. Our mission is to bring inspiration and innovation to authors, coaches, and entrepreneurs around the world. Get Clients, Build Community would like to introduce some of our services. We offer coaching packages, individual coaching or group coaching to help you get from dream to done. We also offer courses from book idea to first draft in 30 days. 5-day challenge and program. Turn Twitter into your lead generation machine using Twitter Spaces. Professional book formatting, providing you with publisher-ready files. Personalized marketing plan, a powerful plan to get clients and build community that suits your personality. We strive for excellence in everything we do, and it shows. If you're looking to write, publish, and/or profit from your books, we can help. Now, you may be asking, why do I want to start a writing group? I mean, I'm busy enough. I don't need another thing on my schedule. Well, in our last episode, we talked about accountability and how helpful it is in keeping the momentum and helping you stick to those writing goals and getting writing actually done. If you are finding that writing is going well for you, maybe you don't need to start a writing group. And if there already is a writing group in your area, maybe you don't need to start a writing group. However, I have talked to many writers who are feeling alone and without the support that they need. And so I want to give you the steps that I would follow, actually, that I have followed, because I did start a writing group here in my area. Number 1, this is pretty obvious. Decide that you are going to start a group. Before you start a group, do some research and make sure that there are no other writing groups in your area. Check with your local library, check with your city or town office. Do some research, ask friends, check with other writers if you know any, and see if they know of any writing group that is available. You may also want to search online. Sometimes information is shared online and you can find it there. If you've done your research and you find that there are no other writing groups in your area, or maybe there's a writing group, but it doesn't fit your genre. Maybe you're writing nonfiction and most of the other writers in the group are writing fiction. It's probably helpful to have a group that is similar to what you're working on. If not, you can try going to the fiction group or the nonfiction group if you're writing fiction and see if it fits for you, even though it is a different genre. But if it doesn't fit, then decide to start your own group. Because chances are, if you are looking for a group, there are probably others looking for a group. So decide to start a group. Second step is find other writers. How do you do that? Again, do research in your community. Ask friends. Ask people in groups that you belong to. Go to your local bookstore. Go to your local library. Ask people there if they know of any other writers. Look online like you did when you were looking for writing groups and search and see if there are other writers. Maybe there are articles in the local paper. Search that online and see if you find any information about other writers, and then reach out to them. If you find other writers, then find out more about them. Find out if they've published anything. Find out what genre they like to write in. Find out if they are looking for support and encouragement, and tell them that you are thinking of starting a group and see what they have to say. Maybe they want to join you. So decide to start a group, find other writers, and then pick a date, time and location for your meeting. Maybe you want to host it in your own home. Maybe you want a more neutral location, especially if you don't know the other writers well. It might be a good idea to meet in a library or a bookstore if they have a nook that you can use. Pick a date and a time. And I find it helpful to set something consistent. So after you talk to the other writers, maybe you find that Thursday is a good day. Thursday, and find out what time of day is good for people as well. If there are people that are working, then you probably want to have your meeting in the evening. If it's a group of people who are at home during the day, then you could have your meeting in the morning or in the afternoon. And try to pick something that you can do consistently from month to month. So maybe you want to do the first Thursday of every month or the third Thursday, whatever it is. That way you don't always have to guess or ask people about their schedules. You can just say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have the meeting at 10 o'clock on the first Thursday of every month in the library. People will get to know more about you if you have a consistent time and date and location for your meeting, and you may get other members that way without even trying. The fourth thing you need to think about, and you might not want to decide this for sure before you have your first meeting, but maybe at your first meeting, you can decide on the format of your writing group. There are different ways that groups are run. Some groups are there to just encourage one another to get together as writers and say, hey, I'm having a hard time with this. Have any of you encountered that? And swap tips and encouragement that way. Some writing groups like to operate more as a critique group. So all the members are expected to come to the group with a piece of writing to be critiqued. And people swap those pieces and give their feedback. Or sometimes those pieces are sent out before the writing group and the critiques happen before the writing group happens. And then at the group, those critiques are shared and discussed. Or maybe during your writing group, you read your piece, one person reads a piece, and then people offer encouragement and criticisms. I would caution you, whichever format you use, if you are going to run some kind of critique group, make sure that everybody agrees on the rules, and also stress kindness. It's hard to receive negative feedback on our writing. We need that negative feedback, but we also need the encouragement. So make sure there's a bit of a balance there. If people are offering one or two negative comments or constructive criticism, as I like to call it, then make sure that they are also offering at least two things that they really appreciated about the piece. Maybe they liked the vocabulary that was used, or maybe the person did a good job of using the 5 senses in describing what was happening. Find positives to share with writers because that's encouraging and that's motivating. So decide on your format. And then the 5th step is invite others. So if you have found other writers and been talking to them and let them know about the date, time, and location, like I said, you can invite others, and those writers that you initially talked to hopefully will come, but make sure that you put the invitation up in public places. If you're having the meeting in a specific location, make sure that there's an announcement there. Ask them if they're willing to share the announcement on their website or Facebook group. And then find other places that you can share the information so that people get to know about your group. Hopefully you will have 3 to 10 members in your group. You probably don't want to get really, really big. So if you find that the group is growing too big, you may want to think about splitting the group into two groups. And again, think about what is common amongst the writers and what would make sense for each group. So I hope that you have found this helpful, and don't be afraid to start your own group. It can be intimidating, but it's worth the effort. I have received way more in encouragement and motivation and accountability from other writers by starting a writing group than I have had to offer. So it's definitely worth the time and the effort and the nerves to reach out and start that writing group. If you have other questions about writing or publishing or marketing, let me know so that I can address them in an upcoming episode. Thank you for joining me today, and we will see you next time. Thanks for joining me today. I hope that you found the content helpful. And if you want to think about next steps in your journey, I would like you to join me in a free coaching call. We can meet for 30 minutes and discuss what you found helpful and where you are feeling stuck. I help entrepreneurs write, publish, and profit from their books. And so, if you are in any stage of that journey, whether you're just thinking about a book, or you are in the middle of writing a book, or you are publishing a book, or working on marketing your book, I would love to join you. You'll find the link below. I look forward to talking with you.